Alright, what is going on everyone? Crypto Mac here, bringing you guys another crypto video today. We're going to take a look at CasperLabs and do a update video on this coin. I haven't spoke about Casper for about a week, but I'm still very bullish on this coin. I think it has a lot of potential, and yeah, just thought to come on and do a bit of an update video. So I just want to say this video is not financial advice, guys, so please do your own research. Not a lot to talk about for Casper, but I definitely thought it's one to speak about. So we can just see here this kind of sideways movement, which I've been talking about. As you can see, I'm on the daily candles here. So this has actually taken place for quite an extended period of time, about over a month of just sort of sideways movement. And in this sideways movement was the breakout of this descending channel, which was also sort of our cup and handle that we're talking about for quite a while. In this cup and handle that was playing out. Obviously, the market decided to take a pretty big turn. Bitcoin went down quite heavily, and therefore, this cup and handle no longer seems too ideal. So, a couple of things to note on that. It's not the end. So, we can see first of all that we're now sort of forming more so of a W pattern as well. We can see there's the first cup, I guess, and then the next one like that too. Form a W, and that'll still give the same price prediction, but you'd have to move this line over quite a ways for when we'd see that next sort of move back up to this 22-cent level. So this also from peak to peak was 116 days, and so if we see another 116 days, we're looking around around this period here, late March. If we see the same distance, and there's no reason why we have to. We could we could see a bit of a shorter move like this and see maybe late February we could see this play out and confirm the W. And still the price target remains the same. From this W, it'd be still 38 cents, which we've talked about for a while. I made a massive video on Casper doing 2022 outlook, and it gave a lot of price predictions. I still think they're relevant. I still believe the market will extend into 2022, but it's just one of those things that, you know, you've got to see it to believe it. So we're just waiting, as I say quite often, for Bitcoin to get back above the bull market support band. But I keep saying, especially for like Bitcoin, this just reminds me so much of last time when Bitcoin dipped down from 64k to 28,800. There was so much fear in the market, and there was so much fear that it just sort of seemed that the market cycle was finished, and then Bitcoin pumped all the way to 67,000 and put in a new all-time high, and a lot of altcoins rallied quite highly, and themselves made a lot of all-time highs as well. And so it seems like we're in that same position at the moment. Another way to look at this as well with this W is just to take it on a more macro scale, and you can even pull out the weekly time frame here, and you can just see this big ascending triangle taking place, putting in higher lows along the way, and you can just say we're on that bottom line. I'm also on the logarithmic scale, another thing to note, but you can see it putting in new higher lows, and hopefully this continues to trend up, and we might hit this line again, and maybe come down until we make a move like that, hold support once more, or we could just make the move out, the W formed, then we break out and head higher as well. So a few things to take place there, but overall it is a pretty decent pattern in my opinion. Ascending triangle is bullish, so hopefully we can get that breakout and move to the upside, and we can even take a price target here if we bring it up. If we get a breakout around here, it's, as I said, about that 38-cent mark. It's about that same pattern. The last thing to look at is Bitcoin. Obviously, we look at Bitcoin quite a lot, and I say Bitcoin, I mean, Casper, realistically, is just waiting for Bitcoin to start to make a move, and then I think we can see Casper start to take off. So we see Bitcoin in this falling wedge, just sort of waiting for that breakout. And one important thing to note as well, which I think is pretty relevant in my opinion, is if you look at the price target from this falling wedge, and if we're to break out right where we're at, the target's about 51,000. And if we pull out the weekly time frame, just the monthly, pull out the weekly time frame, and then we pull the bull market support bands, that target puts us right at that top bull market support band, which is the 20-week moving average. And so if we can get up to this and then maybe break through it, obviously that'd be very bullish, and that's when we could really see a big move again. As we know, Bitcoin's been in a steady downtrend since basically this top here at early November. So it's been about 70 days, quite a while. So hopefully that can take place in the coming month. I don't think it's going to be a quick move. It might take a month or even longer than that. As we saw back here, it took a while for us to get back up to this level, but I'm still bullish. I think Casper's in for a big year. I think the whole market will do well in 2022. I continue to say this, but it's what I believe. As I said, it just seems like we're so fearful at the moment, which, you know, many say be greedy when others are fearful. I think it's very relevant at the moment. That seems to be what's going on. So let me know what you think of Casper. Please give the video a like, guys. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you later.